So, the 31-day minimalist challenge, how did I get on? Well, let me read out the list to you. On the first day of the minimalist challenge, I decided to get rid of... This is going to get tired, isn't it? I'll just read it out. Day 1, an iPhone box. I don't know why on earth I needed to keep that. I mean, they're pretty, but what purpose is that going to serve? Day 2, two things. One old bank card, chopped up for security's sake. One friend's book, gave it back to the owner. Those books that people give you like, yeah, I'll read it, but actually just end up cluttering your room, your house, and gathering dust. Day 3, three things. Pile of men's health magazines. I did keep these convinced that I was going to rifle through them and find some fantastic recipe or some great new workout to try out, but I never did. Just left them on my bedside table. Admission pass to an old event that I loved. Sentimental, like, yeah, okay, I had a really good time, but hanging that on my door, like, how often am I going to look at that and get that warm, fuzzy feeling about the things that I learned at that conference? Rarely, to be honest. 2 old books, again, love books, really, really into them, but the books that I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely read it, or yeah, I should definitely get around to that, and never do. If I haven't got around to it in 3-6 months, when am I ever actually going to look at it? So got rid of those 2. Day 4, a box of staples. Don't have a stapler, don't know why I kept them. An AIDS badge. Now, I felt bad about this because I thought I've paid money for this, and this is, this is an emotional attachment, something I believe in. But ultimately, why am I keeping the badge from last year? Shouldn't I buy a new one this year and donate again? So yeah, just a weird little thing. I find myself going through these mental processes often. Do I need this? Why do I keep it? What's the attachment to it? A Christmas letter. So this is a letter that a friend had sent to me from overseas 3 years ago. Now this is hard because this is something that someone's poured their heart into. My family are really big on cards with nice verses, but can you possibly keep every letter and every card? I don't know. And again, like, how often am I going to look at these things and get value out of them? So painfully decided to throw that one away. Random bits of paper, old receipts with no warranty attached. Why on earth I thought I'd keep those, don't know. A smelling stick, an aftershave that I was trying at one point. For some reason I decided to store that away as well. Honestly, I sound like a hoarder. That's day 4. Day 5, a Fitbit dongle that was no longer being used. I already had one, I didn't need a spare. There's only one of me, I've only got one wrist. A battery powered reading light. I was really grateful for it, Mum, but I used it about twice and it's been there 2 years. A baseball cap. I never really wore it. I wore it once when I did the City to Surf run in Sydney, and then I realised that when I put it on, it made me look like I was an elf. So haven't worn it since. Kept it there in the hope that one day my ears wouldn't make me look like an elf, but the prop's not going to change. Anyway, a stack of underwear. Sorry, this is probably a bit TMI, but that underwear where you think, it's like your comfortable underwear, you've had it a while, and you just keep it, or you have individual socks that don't match anymore. Well, I mean, do I really need to keep those? I didn't. Threw them away. A lanyard, so a memento from when I was high school teaching. It said staff around the outside. It reminded me of being a teacher. Okay, cool, that's really nice emotional attachment. In moving to Australia, I'd sort of weighed up whether or not I wanted to bring it, but it's a memento from my past, but it's been sat in a box for 3 years. A super mouldy belt. Look under your bed, look in your wardrobe. Don't just leave things stored away in your attic and just forget about them, because the world and nature will get to them, and this belt, while it was beautiful, was now its own ecosystem. Rank. Day 7, 2 store loyalty cards. Never flipping well used them. A motivational poster. Yeah, it was really nice. Love the mountain. Love what it said underneath. But again, like, what's the value per view that I'm going to get out of it? David Beckham body spray. Cord from an old pair of shorts, dead useful. 2 no longer white t-shirts, a bit off-white. I'll keep them when I do work around the house. Reece, you've got 20 t-shirts for stuff that you can do around the house. Why do you need these 2? 5 essays from former students. I love reading my former students' work, but in the end I thought I could take a picture, store it on my phone. They're now on my Google Drive. I don't need to keep the paper. If I ever want to look at them, they're stored somewhere that's not going to add clutter to my life. Table tennis ping pong, again, one of those gifts that people get buy you as a novelty. Super funny, never used it. Day 8, a box of old gifts, same thing, things that people have bought me, they're beautiful but I'm not using them. An old leather bag, 2 empty plastic folders, an old iPad case, haven't had an iPad for 1.5 years. 3 work passes from my old job. 1 wedge of birthday cards, 1 laminated sales award for my old job. Great, I'm really pleased, but I'm probably not going to hand that over to my new employer. A pack of conference notes from a conference I went to. Again, haven't really looked at them. I think if you haven't like got your key learnings from a conference from 3 years ago, like why am I keeping, wedges upon wedges of stacks of paper? What else? Paid fine stubs, document from my old job, a sentimental coffee cup. This was hard. This was a coffee cup from my favourite little barista place around the corner from where I live. They've now closed down. They were super nice to me. They did a little picture on it and wrote my name underneath. In fact, I'll post the picture a little bit further down. But it's an old coffee cup now. It made out of paper. 3 neon handkerchiefs from a box of handkerchiefs that I had. Neon, probably not ever going to wear that unless it's like some 80s reunion night fusion with Downton Abbey. An inbox tray, a shoehorn, a national rail pass, which we don't have here in this country. Okay, I'm now on day 10. Set of old laces, an old gym padlock, an old cardboard box kept just in case. A polo shirt that makes me look like I have cleavage. 2 shirts that I never wear. 1 stack of GQ magazines, same as the men's health magazines, never really read them. 1 old padlock again. 1 roll of sticky tape. 3 sets of toiletries picked from a hotel. Thought I'd keep them just in case, never use them. And 1 set of bathroom scales. Now that was only day 10. And to be honest, at that point, I kind of ran out of things to give away. So what does that mean? Did I fail? I don't know.